2026, the 569th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Todd Blanche, Donald Trump's former personal attorney, was sworn in as U.S. Attorney General on Monday, making the role he's held for several months official. As Blanche was being sworn in, he said, "Badges? We don't need no stinking badges." A powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck Western Colombia on Monday, killing at least 111 people, damaging hundreds of buildings and leaving many trapped under debris while their loved ones and rescue workers searched through the rubble for undamaged blocks of cocaine. A woman and her 5-month-old baby died after a vessel carrying 14 people overturned in New York Harbor on Saturday night, according to police. The boat's captain, Manuel Hernandez, age 46, now faces federal charges. A spokesperson for Manuel Hernandez says, "Trump kills 130 suspected narco-terrorists and nothing. I kill 2, I get arrested." Talk about White House privilege. Iran is demanding for reparations for devastation caused to the country by the U.S. and Israeli bombardment over the past 5 months. Trump wants to sue Iran for depleting our missile stockpile, and Netanyahu said, "What damage?" Iran's spokesperson responded, "You gotta be kidding me." Health officials in Louisiana are urging beachgoers to take precautions during a summertime surge in infections from Vibrio vulnificus, a flesh-eating bacteria found in coastal waters. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. released the following statement: "The Vibrio vulnificus bacteria can only kill you if you get infected. If you don't get infected, you should be fine." Now, getting measles, E. coli, and cyclospora are a crapshoot, especially cyclospora. This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for Tuesday, August 11th, 2026, the 569th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Minddog TV. Viva the Revolution.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact.
And all
Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
Posties. Posties.
Damn good coffee and hot.
Mind Dog is your mind's best friend.
I don't know about that. Oh, have to be in dark where I love it. I'm a dark
Mind
man.
Dog is your mind's best friend.
No bubble.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
I don't laugh. Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday, right? Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. And, yeah, that's it. Today we have Lisa Polizzi, also known as, well, not also known as, she's got an alter ego called Lily Palili, the hardest working woman in show business. Will be with us at 10:15. She has more musical things going on than you could shake a stick at. And what the hell are you doing shaking sticks? I mean, really, come on. I'm not well. Yeah. Oh, you knew that? I'm not well. I don't sleep. I'm on the edge of like I saw in my memories on Facebook that somebody asked me to describe my show like 7-8 years ago. I'm talking about the evening show, which was then the afternoon and evening show. And I said I forget what I said about everybody else, but I said Jack Paar in there. Somebody said, well, I don't get the Jack Paar. Jack Paar, because you youngins don't understand, Jack Paar was a host of The Tonight Show who always seemed to be on the edge of a complete breakdown. So I relate to that. Not that this is The Tonight Show, this is the morning show, but the breakdown, right on the edge, baby. Anyway, so we'll talk to Lisa today. Kind of excited about that because I haven't talked to Lisa in a while. She used to be on this network. We did a series called Being Lisa Polizzi, and we followed her around on gigs and stuff like that, and bookings and all the crap that goes into having a career in music. And then the companies all shut us down for copyright infringement because she was covering a lot of pop songs and classic rock songs and stuff that's copyrighted. But I thought it was fair use. But what I think doesn't really matter. April Harding saw my post about AI being on the verge. Well, we are engineering our own extinction. And I know GD and John Beavers, both disagreed with me to some extent about the fact that my perception, not a fact, it's my belief, that we are engineering our own extinction because what are heroes for? It's like, humans, who need them? And so what will AI need us for? Let's not just say 10 years from now, although it could be that soon. But say 50, 100 years from now, what do we need them for? So, but April responded to that saying, aren't you a musician of sorts? Now, I don't know. What does that mean? Of sorts? Yeah, sort of. No. But once there was a time. But I'm not I don't know if I told you this already, but I'm on the verge of a breakdown. But I don't do much in the way of music anymore, not as much as I'd like to. I'm a painter guy. But yes, there was a day when I was a musician guy. Don't get me wrong. I used to be, but now I'm sort of sorts. So I hope that covers that question. Probably doesn't. Anyway, let me just play a dopey commercial so I can push a button, because it's very important if you have a show like this that you learn to push a button. Now, hopefully, I know I'm a little dark over here, but I'm not fuzzy, right? I'm not fuzzy, right? And who knows how long that will last. I have changed my internet providers, but and here's the but. Would you like to, when do you want to start? Today? Oh, yeah. Well, we can ship the device on Tuesday. It'll be there by August 31st. So why are you asking me when I want to start this if you tell me I can't start this for how would you like to start this 3 weeks and 4 weeks from now? Whatever. This is 20 days from now. Whatever. I want to start it today, but I can't start it today. So I'm still on Optimum, and once they get wind of the fact that I am canceling them, I expect to be fuzzy as hell all the time. Now, I did reset my router this morning, and maybe things will hold together, but if not, I'm going to have a breakdown like Jack Paar. Anyway, Jack Paar never had to deal with prop money because he had real money. And I don't know how much he had, but he probably had a stack of hundreds, right? Anyway, you could get a stack of hundreds, fake money, at propmoney.com. The link is in the description. So prop out, people. Get your props. Put the props in the props. Come on.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like, but if you look closer, it's actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It's what is used in movies, TV, music videos, and ads when the script calls for tons of cash or for the bills to be destroyed. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. I got these from propmoney.com. They're the official industry standard. I also got some stacks from different decades, from the 90s, 2000s, and even money bands. You can get full print stacks and even blank filler stacks in any series. They also offer age stacks for a more realistic used look look and bills that are fresh off the press like they came straight from the mint. If you want colored bills or custom design bills for any occasion or event, they have you covered. If you need to do a close-up, just put a real bill on top. Visit propmoney.com today to get your money seen or money shot right with Prop Money Inc.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a room with me now is a man who has never changed internet providers that take 20, 30, have too long to do. And if he looks fake, just put a guy named Bill on top of him, and it'll pass for real. GD Fenderson. Good morning, GD.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. And if you put a guy named Bill on top of me, I guarantee it'll be fake because I've never been underneath of a guy named Bill. Period.
Bill.
Ever.
You don't know Bill Capozzi then, because Bill's a nice guy. I mean,
maybe
not on top of you. It's
never. Don't care.
Nice guy. He's a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. Not everybody wants me on top of them.
I don't know if you're a nice guy. You don't have a label on. It says GD Fenderson CFH. CF.
That's Latin for nice guy.
No NG, nice guy.
No, because I try to avoid titles that have an N and a G in it. Just for historical reasons.
For historical reasons. All right.
That's why I don't say I'm a nice guy. I use the Latin.
So, if you had to guess what I am of sorts, would it be musician? Would it be podcaster? Or would it be
guess
of sorts? What kind of sorts?
If I had to guess, what kind of sorts?
Yes, a guess.
I'd say you were a man out of sorts. That's what I would say.
That's probably right. I think
you're close. I think you got your sorts in a bunch.
You're a good guesser.
Thank you.
I actually threw out a pair of shorts yesterday because you know what happens. Yeah. You become a fat bastard. I'm talking about me. I became a fat bastard, and then I stretched out the shorts a little bit. And now
I've seen that happen to people. I've seen that happen to people.
But then when you're not a fat bastard anymore, your shorts fall off right in the middle of the grocery store. I don't know if you've seen that happen.
My wife saw a pair of shorts yesterday that I was folding up and putting. I was taking them. I was folding them up, putting them away because they'd just been washed and dried. And my wife sees the shorts and she goes, "Oh my God, you still got those shorts? Those shorts are 22 years old. I bought you those shorts
22
in Maine." And she remembers, I bought you those shorts in Maine at the blah, 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 blah. But I can't even remember where I got those shorts from. I just remember that they were my basketball shorts.
22 years old. They just graduated college and come back home.
Pretty much for laundry, on laundry day.
Yeah.
So, but I said, she goes, "You another pair of shorts?" I said, "Why?" I said, "To replace these?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Why? They still fit. The elastic still works." I said, "What? Why would I do that?"
How does that happen? Yeah, the elastic still works.
Yeah.
Call NASA. Call Brookhaven. We need to do a study on how this happened. Because the elastic doesn't last 22 years unless
these are high quality basketball shorts. Okay.
I think they were rigged by the Democrats. Your shorts were rigged by the Democrats.
Well, they could be. Yeah. As long they're working, but they're not the only shorts I have that the elastic still works on them. Wow. Matter of fact, if I have anything,
are they the oldest pair that you have that the elastic still works on them? Please say yes.
It's in the 20s. I don't know, because that's just it. I don't know the answer to that because no. I think I had to throw those shorts out. Oh. Those are from 1996. I got them the 1996 Atlanta, when the Olympics were in Atlanta in 1996. That's when I got those shorts in Atlanta, and I just threw them about 2 weeks ago.
Wait, all right. I'm confusing things because that's what happens with me. I confuse things. I don't remember 1996 all that well.
The Olympics were in Atlanta in 1996. Muhammad Ali lit the torch.
Wow, you got a very clear memory of 1996. Very good for you.
Well, it could be because that's the year that I started my internet radio station to promote my CD.
Oh,
what it was is what year? What's the copyright on this? Let me see. Okay, apparently the release, it says 1996, I was sending these things out like gangbusters. I was sending them out to radio stations and record companies, and got one store to one store or one store, two locations was selling them. But I got no bites. Nobody wanted to invest with me.
Huh.
So,
but I don't know. I'm just curious. How do gangbusters send things out? Is it like in a manila? Because maybe that's why. If you would have just sent it out like busters or gangers, or not even, or just sent it out, maybe would have got more traction. Because I think gangbusters generally send it out in like
I sent them out in really nice envelopes, so they didn't look like they came from some guy's basement. That was the other thing. I wanted everything to look like it was something that came from somewhere special, So like even like I had a PO box back then that I was using. I had letterhead. I didn't have a real company, but the production company was called Bite Size Midgies. After the Tootsie Roll snack.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
Bite-sized midgies.
That sure is interesting, right?
As a matter of fact, that was the production company. That was the name of the production company that we used for Modern Ideal. Whenever we sent out tapes and stuff, it would all say a Bite-sized midgies production. So it would be like produced by Phil, Doug, and Glenn, Modern Ideal. It's like Bite-sized midgies. So it looked like a real company.
Our friend in New Zealand, Harry Kev, says he lost weight and his shorts fell down at the camping ground car park. Camping ground car park.
Did you lose weight so fast that your shorts had no warning, and all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, I don't work anymore?
No, there's warning time. There's definitely warning time. But you ignore the warnings, just like we are doing with AI when it's gonna make us all extinct. We're ignoring the warnings. We're engineering our own extinction.
No, speak for yourself. I am not ignoring the warnings. Unless you mean me, we as in humanity. Yeah, humanity is ignoring the warnings.
Yes, but
it's not all of us.
I thought you were disagreeing with me that we are engineering our own extinction yesterday. Were you? Do I have that wrong? You were not.
I think we are engineering our own extinction, but maybe not the way you're saying.
Oh,
I don't think it's going to be because AI takes over. I think we just fuck up the planet so much, and the rich people just start hoarding so much more, because people fight over resources, and that's one of the main things
resources.
Resources. That's one of the main things people fight over is resources.
People fight over racehorses.
Well, that if you win, you don't fight. If you lose, you do.
Oh,
resources. We fight over those, and right now, we have. 800 billion, 8 billion people on the planet about, and most of our resources are in the hands of about 500-600 people.
I don't know. You keep saying resources, and I'm thinking of Peanut Butter Cup Secretariat, right? Resources. Is that
but Secretariat was a winner, so it probably wouldn't be a Secretariat resources. It would probably be a horse you haven't heard of resources, because if you had heard of them, it's because they were a winner. And if they were a winner, they'd be studying.
I like chocolate and peanut butter, so I'm all for resources. Well,
then you probably would love the IKEA meatball.
IKEA meatball? What?
IKEA had meatballs with horse meat in it. Because IKEA. Let me see. Google. Let me see. Now, because it's been a long time since I've researched this, and I don't want to get this story all mixed up. First of all, IKEA does not sell horse meat meatballs now, today, or last year.
I thought they were a furniture company, which makes the whole
right. But they have a cafeteria where you can eat and dine there while you're
to their employees. They were feeding horse meat to their employees.
No, you could dine there. Let me see. IKEA.
So you're going out to buy a gay dresser or something, and I don't mean Lindsey Graham because he's dead.
It came right up. IKEA horse meatballs. Okay.
IKEA horse meatballs.
All right. I just hit search instead of all. And IKEA meatballs today are safe and do not contain horse meat. See, that's why I said today. Today. Past instances in 2013 were isolated contaminated incidents and have been fully addressed with stricter quality controls. All right.
How does a horse accidentally get in your meatball?
Okay, here's the background. Because the way I remembered it was I think IKEA is a Switzerland company. It's wherever they're from. It's okay to eat horse meat. It says, okay. In 2013, a Europe-wide food scandal revealed that some products labeled as beef contained undeclared horse meat. This affected numerous retailers and manufacturers, including IKEA, when tests in the Czech Republic detected horse DNA in certain batches of frozen meatballs shipped to some European stores. These instances were traced to supplier mislabeling or fraudulent practices in a complex international meat supply chain, not to intentional inclusion by IKEA.
Of course not. Nobody would put secretariat in a meatball on purpose.
IKEA responded promptly by recalling the affected batches in affected countries, suspending sales temporarily, and conducting rigorous internal investigations. The company worked closely with suppliers and food authorities to identify the source of contamination. Measures implemented include DNA testing of meat, enhanced supplier audits, and stricter traceability throughout the supply chain.
Wow, I'm exhausted. But does it say in there how the horse meat got the? I mean, did somebody with a good palate said, "I think I taste horse"? I mean, how was it discovered? So, because generally,
so this is just a brief search. I don't know how it was discovered. This is for people out there to know that IKEA meatballs are safe today, unless you are hoarding IKEA meatballs from 2013. If you have IKEA meatballs in your freezer from 2013 next to your Twinkies from 2012 and your Cocoa Puffs or Crisp and Quake cereal, what else is supposed to last forever like that? Twinkies, cornflakes, I don't know. But first of all, if you have IKEA meatballs in your freezer from 2013, they're probably next to your neighbor who's been missing since 2012. And that's why nobody's opened that freezer.
I wish my neighbor was missing since 2012. How do I get that to happen?
Well, first we have to go back because it's too late. The best you can do is have them missing from 2026.
Can I, because I know they're listening. They're listening in a couple of ways. They're listening from...
Because they can hear you right through the wall.
Right. And they have the internet thing. I think they're on my network, which was why I was getting fuzzied out. But
don't you have a password on your internet?
I do, but it's pretty easy to figure out. Hello. No, don't figure it out.
It's hello. It's hello 1 2 3 4. It's probably Matt in the 4 digits.
Why did you do that, Karen? Now I have to change it. 1 2 4 3.
It's Matt, and then his house number, the number on his house.
Right. So there's this white woman. She's kind of racist. She's very racist. Except this is weird. She's she doesn't think twice about throwing like the N-word out there or whatever.
I don't think twice about it either. I can't believe.
Yeah, but add like a black guy driving down the block and just screaming it out at him, like, "What the hell? What is it?" But she adopted an Asian kid.
Well, at least he's not a nigger. But unfortunately, this is what you're going to have now. Little Asian kids are going to grow up and going to say, "Oh, hello, my nigga.
I don't know. I guess there is such a thing as selective racism, right?
Yeah.
Selective racism. Like I'm gonna.
Well, first of all, the Asian stereotype and the African American stereotype are two total, and like the Hispanic stereotypes. If you're a racist, you know those stereotypes well, and you're going to say, well, if I have to pick one, I'm gonna pick the Asian because they're good at math and martial arts. Okay,
martial arts.
If I have, and then you said, but if I want somebody who works hard and does good landscaping, I'm gonna adopt them as if it's a talent that's you're born with. It's like, yeah, the Asians are born with an abacus in their ass or something. No,
Right.
no, that's not. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, instead of passing through a placenta, they pass through a slide rule or something. They just move all these abaci to the side, these beads, and no. Yeah, so yeah, when you're a racist, stereotypes are real.
Wow. But yeah, it's just that, but why aren't they monotypes? Because stereotypes mean two, right? Stereo, it's like right and left.
Or it has to come in one ear and then the other,
All right. Now that we've gone into, well, we haven't talked about politics, but
now that we've picked up some audience members from Rumble goes, the nigger detector went off on Rumble. The racist detector went off, and they went, he said nigger, did a terrible Asian accent, and he's, oh my goodness. Rumble numbers just over 400,000%.
Wow. Yeah, Rumble loves that whole, you know what, maybe I should put we hate whatever.
When you put no bigots wins Monday, our Rumble just shut us off.
Yeah, I get it. I'm
just trying to get him back.
Heavy Kev is ruining everything here now.
He's got pictures.
He's got a picture of us. I don't even want to give it away yet. I'll show it to people when I can show it to people. Hopefully, I could show it to people. I don't see it. Oh, is that it? Is it called download? No, it's not called download. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's called 5AD90F71-54 something. This is what it's called.
Wow, that's what you call yours?
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, mine is in folder 81126.
Warning may contain traces of freedom. Freedom is a horse. Horse meatballs, $4.99. Now, is that more than beef? Like we get grossed out by the fact that it's a horse, but a cow is not much. I mean, does a cow? If you look at a cow and a horse together, which one looks more appetizing? A cow? Like, I'm going to eat that cow, but I can't eat that horse. Why?
Well, here's the biggest. Okay, no, people are horses are considered transportation. It's more like a value thing. Horses and usefulness things. Horses were transportation. Cows were not transportation. They were like yoke animals in the sense that they, you could put them on a yoke and plow your field. But horses, that was major transportation. And horses, people got attached to. They were smart. You call them and they come. Cows, people didn't bother to name the cows. They didn't know that cows could be smart. They treated cows dumb, so cows acted dumb. But cows aren't dumb. Like deer, they're not dumb. Now, they have different parts of their brain developed.
Honestly, I'll have to make a confession here. I hired a cow to take my SAT test for me back in 1976. So.
They're called heifers, and those girls have names.
Oh. Something about 2013, right? In January and February of 2013, Burger King dropped its Irish supplier, not Czech supplier, Silvercrest Foods, after trace amounts of horse DNA were discovered in beef burger patties at the processing plant in Ireland. So what happened in 2013 that the horses just became, I think I want a horse. I mean, it seems like 2013 was the year of the horse. The year of the horse, Al Stewart, year of the cat, little parody there. How about that? All right. I don't know. It's but the difference is, I guess horses are prettier, right? So you don't eat them. Don't eat anything. Well, I would want to eat like a pretty. Yeah, sorry.
The funny thing is that I probably would not want to eat a goat, but that's only because. Heavy Kevin's saying the same thing. He's saying
horses are super smart. No,
horses are
horses are
smart.
pretty fucking dumb. I don't know.
No, horses are smart now, but cows are not dumb. I think cows have been bred. I think that this is what I had to explain to my daughter, my stepdaughter, rather. I don't have I've never had any kids.
Daughter, or your daughter's stepdaughter, or the daughter of your stepdaughter's daughter.
She called our dog dumb once, and I said, "You really think she's dumb?" And she goes, "Yeah, she's stupid." I said, "First of all, you and your mother trained her. When I came here, but the dog was not dumb at all." Oh. And I said, "It's just that she has different priorities than you do." That would be like me calling you dumb because you don't understand music or because you don't understand computers. You have a different priority. You're, different young. You're young. You have, you want to hang out and do this and do that. I said, the dog's brain is developed totally differently than yours. And I said, yeah.
Hold on. If you put a little guy on my back who just kept kicking me in the shins or in the side of it's not the shins, kicking me in the ass, and I run around a big long circle, wouldn't you conclude that I'm pretty dumb?
Yeah, but if they said to you, Matt, if you win enough times going around a circle, you can fuck as much as you want, and we'll pay you for it.
Oh, how much?
Handsomely.
Pay?
Handsomely.
Handsomely.
You would say to that guy, kick harder. I got some fucking to do for money.
Yeah, wow. I guess. I don't know. It seems like a stupid thing to me. But what do I know? I never really had a conversation with a horse. But you don't end up pulling a wagon if you're smart, right? I mean,
again, people are how should I put it? People are evil and they're conniving.
What is that? You're Jim Morrison now.
I don't know what kind of bargain they struck with the horses. Like, we'll give you. You don't have to run around looking for a shelter all the time. We'll give you a stable shelter. A stable shelter? Well, we'll call it a stable. It's a shelter. It's pretty stable. It's not going anywhere.
Can we just call them stables? Shelter from the storm. I'm sorry. You got me all sheltered up now. Give me shelter.
Yeah, and that's probably what the horse said. Okay, give me shelter. In exchange, we need to like ride your backs a little bit, and maybe use you for transportation and labor, but we'll feed you well, and we won't eat you. Those are the cows.
How did I end up in a fucking Burger King and IKEA?
Well, those are not the same horses that they struck the deal with. I'm telling you, Steve, that's just it. People are evil. It's just like Native Americans struck a deal with the white man, and they go like, okay, we trust you. And they go, we promise we won't eat you, and we won't lock you up in the stables.
So let me get this straight. Are you stereotyping people? You're saying all people are evil, or just there are evil people?
No, I'm saying all people are evil to some extent.
Me?
Now, to what extent? Well, I guess evil, because again, I'm not using evil as a judgment. I'm using evil as a human quality. There's a difference.
Quality, or lack thereof, right?
Well, it's because everybody has a dark side, and that dark side is what I'm going to call evil. It's not necessarily evil, but it's
my dark side is over here. Can you see? It's much darker over here.
Yeah, well, that's why I use ring light to hide your dark side.
My ring light died because I was too evil for it.
Yeah, see, I have ring light. That's why I'm not red anymore. Remember how angry I used to be? I was so angry that I was red all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm hesitant to even go here or go there. Yeah. You know what? I forgot to put this on Mind Dog TV today, so all the ladies are tuned out. So that's a good thing.
But you're on Govs.
Oh yeah, but the ladies I'm speaking of are the ladies in my art class who would go to Mind Dog TV to watch, and they're not watching right now. I just don't want to draw any political lines among people who might be might be inclined to just want to kill me because I don't like a certain politician or something. And Lisa's coming on today, and Lisa's not a political person at all, but her boyfriend.
So get out of your system. Good morning, Ann, California, Bakersfield. Right. Welcome to. Oh no, it's not Bakersfield anymore. It's Sonoma. Isn't it not Sonoma? Where is it? Poughkeepsie. Where? Shit, I forgot where Ann moved to.
The place in Arizona.
Dallas.
Yeah. I forget too. She'll tell us in a minute, but by the time you're done with your she will tell us. I can't remember. It's not like Palm Springs because that's still in California. It was somewhere over in the Arizona area. Maricopa County.
Oh, sorry. It's like Mea Culpa. Mea Culpa.
Yeah, so as I was saying, Lisa's not a political person, but her boyfriend, or at least who was her boyfriend for all the years that I know her, James, he unfriended me. He cut me off because he's a hardcore Trumper, and he didn't like the stuff I was saying about his hardcore. So I want to get all this out before Lisa gets on, because if James is watching this, I told you not to go on that fucking commie, leftist, liberal. I'm not any of those things. Trump is taking over Greenland. He talked about it, but he's actually sending an oil company that he owns major stock in. He's sending them to drill in Greenland. Greenland said no, and he said, we're doing it. Fuck you. You don't like it? And he's doing this as a kind of precursor to get them to do something to try to stop it so he could declare war on them and take it over. This is happening. This is such a friggin' Hitlerish thing to do. It's all right. Greenland's no Poland, but it's the imperialism and just taking all. You just can't just take things, can you?
You can if nobody stops you.
And listen, what kind of Denmark, right? Denmark owns Greenland. What do they got? They got like dikes, right? Well, I'm afraid of dikes, but not the same kind of dikes.
But it is also part of NATO. So you fuck with one, you fuck with all, which means we go to war with ourselves, which we are doing right now. So,
and it's not getting, there's so much that's not getting any coverage at all. Like this Capital One thing, money laundering. The president of the United States got his accounts closed because he's a money launderer. Meanwhile, he's pardoning money launderers. This should be they talk about the legacy media. Where the fuck is the legacy media reporting on the actual facts and truth about this stuff?
A lot of the legacy media has been purchased by his big billionaire friends. You're saying where are they? They're bought.
I said that to Dopey Rand Paul the other day because he called CBS legacy media. I like CBS is exactly 1 year old. Trump's buddy Larry Ellison took it over 1 year ago. This was 3 days ago. 1 year ago, 3 days ago. So yeah, they're not legacy media. They're like a brand new media company. Thanks to anyone who watched or commented on last night's Tripsville track. 36K views. Wow, you're kicking ass, or did they say something else down there? By the way, it's already Wednesday down there, and you're already cheated out of solar eclipse that we won't see. Spain and what did I say? Spain and Copenhagen, something ridiculous like that. We'll get the full solar eclipse. Nothing about the United States. We'll get ripped off too, just like Heavy Kev is. So yeah, and what else? Oh, Trump's coming to Long Island.
Well, if Long Island has any sharpshooters, they should practice on watermelon and not shoot at the president. What? I said, and not shoot at the president.
I heard what you said, but it was a scary thing, man. It felt like I was on a ledge, and I almost fell off. But yeah, no, and somebody said, why is he coming to Long Island? And I'll tell you why. You want to know why?
Because y'all don't have a fence to keep him out.
No, because
bad dog, bad Trump. Stay in your own yard. Stay in fucking Florida.
We have a fence. He's flying over it with his Qatarian plane or something. But the reason he's coming here is Bruce Blakeman, Nassau County executive, is running for governor. He's a major cult member. He's just a Trump he's more brown-nosed than, well, he's the same brown-noser as Marco Rubio or Lindsey Graham was. That's why he's coming. Trying to make New York a red state. I'm not sure if I'm a little worried, to be honest with you. I'm a little worried.
It's funny the fact that Trump has badmouthed New York so much, and I'm surprised there are any proud New Yorkers living there saying, "We don't want you. You left here to go to Florida. Get your fucking ass out of here and go back to Florida."
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I mean, and he didn't just. It's not like he did like other old people who left New York and went to Florida. Those people are probably like, "Well, welcome back in New York." They're like, "Okay, we get it. It's cold. You went to Florida," but they didn't leave with just saying, "Fuck New York. You're a terrible place. You're mean to me. Fuck you all." Trump did all that.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not exactly a quote, but that was the sentiment. Believe me.
No, definitely. Yeah, and but the people who still support him here, you ask them, they say the economy's doing great right now. Really?
It's fucking stupid. Anyone who says starts off with the economy is good or anything like that, they're fucking stupid.
Right.
And in denial, and they're denying that they're stupid.
Well, Maria Bartiromo over on Fox News, Fox Business, whatever that, she said, "Oh, that's just Democrat propaganda that the economy isn't doing well. I talk to CEOs every day, and they all say we're doing great.
Yeah, rich people,
they're doing great, maybe, and great is relative, but the people are not doing great. There's the everyday. It's just that."
Wow, did you disappear? Because I'm not looking at the screen. I was typing something. Oh, Optima just found out that Matt is switching cable providers. And they said, "Fuck you, Matt. This is what we're going to do for you." So, and I was caught off guard. I'm typing. When was the golden age for billionaires? Okay. And years of the golden age, because I also wanted to find it. And the reason why I want to do it is because Trump keeps saying this is the golden age, the golden age, the golden age. Okay. Now, let me see here. I want to read something here because this may not be what I was looking for. Okay. In Greek mythology, the golden age is described by Hesiod as the first of 5 ages of humanity, characterized by peace, harmony, and abundance. That's not this golden age, okay? Golden age of Hollywood. Let's see here. I'm looking for golden age for billionaires, because there was a time when billionaires were like almost. I'm trying to think. Golden age. Yeah, years of the golden age. No, I typed the wrong thing. They gave me the wrong thing. I'll look it up a little bit later. I'll look it up later. I apologize. There. Here we go. Yeah. So, like I said, Matt has. Oh, did I mention this? What the hell? As long as here we go. Purchase Swimming the Cleveland Ocean by John Palumbo of Crack the Sky. That's right. Available in paperback on Amazon.com and in digital and audiobook form on crackthesky.com. And if you buy the book, you get the forward for free. Forward by G.D. Fenderson, certified forensic humorist. It says right there. Look at that. It says right there in black and white. Okay. Black and white, just like my marriage. So we have workers come in. Well, a little while ago, my wife and I, we decided we were going to remodel our bathroom, and we actually was going to remodel it like 4 years ago, and we started saving up money and stuff for it. And oddly enough, Trump, when he won and tariffs took hold, we decided that we were not going to remodel our bathroom. We were going to wait until the tariffs were gone and prices came back down because the prices on building materials just shot the fuck up. And the prices, what we were going to pay for our bathroom went up like 15, 20, 30%. And we decided we was going to wait. Well, the bathroom, it's not that it was a shabby bathroom. I'm going to give you a few little details. We bought this house. Somebody had flipped this house, and we thought we were getting a nice house at a nice deal. What we didn't realize that we were getting a nice house with a lot of corners cut. So like there are things that we didn't test when we bought the house. We didn't test the plumbing. We didn't go to all the toilets and flush them. We should have, because that was the first problem we had was with the plumbing. And before that, actually even before that, we moved in, and when we did the inspection and the walkthrough, I found like 30 things I didn't like about the house that was going to need to be fixed. But my wife really wanted the house. It's funny. My wife doesn't remember it that way. We were just having this discussion. She did not remember it that way. She goes, "But you wanted this house, right?" And no, honey, she wanted the house. When we were here for the inspection, just to look at the house with the salesperson, my wife was upstairs with the salesperson. I was downstairs with the salesperson's assistant. And I was saying to the salesperson, I said, "I don't know. There's a lot of things wrong with this house." I said, "I got 30 things that I found wrong already, and they're going to all have to be fixed." I said, "They didn't do a good job flipping this house." And then my wife comes downstairs and says, "I love it." And I didn't know how, and I looked at the salesperson and I didn't know how to tell my wife that I didn't love it. It's not that I didn't I didn't hate the house. I liked the house. I didn't like the idea that we was going to have to fix all these things so that I could be happy in it. And because they took shortcuts, I had remodeled 2 homes by myself. I didn't have the luxury of taking shortcuts because I wasn't trying to flip the houses. The first house I was redoing, I didn't have the money to build my own home. So I bought a fixer-upper. And I bought it, and I wanted it to last because I planned on it being the last place I lived. And so I didn't buy anything from Home Depot because the quality of the stuff they had was really sucky. So I paid extra money for quality stuff. I bought all my stuff from Lowe's, and I paid extra money for it. Lowe's was like maybe a few percent points higher than Home Depot. But Home Depot is for people who are doing mass production. If you need like 100 faucets because you're putting in 100 houses, that gets expensive. But if you're doing like one house, you want that faucet to be nice, to look good. So I got my ceramic tiles for the floors from Lowe's. I got my the plumbing, the lighting fixtures, the wiring, all that stuff. I did all that stuff. The plumbing. And one of the things I did at the house that I had. It was a 4-bedroom house. I did not need 4 bedrooms. I was by myself. I figured the most I'd have a wife and 1 kid. And so I would never need the 4th bedroom. And 1 bedroom was already an office. And I figured my wife and I would share a bedroom. And then the other bedroom would be for the kid. And it was big enough that the kid could grow into it as an adult and then get the fuck out. So one bedroom was an office. And it had 2 bedrooms on each floor. And so on the main floor where I pretty much resided, I had the bedroom next to it. I converted to a laundry room so that my dirty, because I had a lot of dirty clothes. I worked outside. I could just walk right next to the laundry room. Was right next door. I could throw my clothes in the wash. And I had a closet just for my work clothes. And all my fancy clothes were in the closet in my bedroom. And during the summer, when it was warmer, I would sleep downstairs in that bedroom. And when it was summer, if it got really, really cold out, I could sleep upstairs because heat rises. And Matt is back.
Matt is not back. Matt is not back. Oh, by the way, if we're still recording this phone call, go fuck yourself and your whole company. I hope your skank whore mother gets the crabs.
Okay.
Not you.
All right, good, because
I
my
like you.
my whore mother could not get the crabs.
She could if she's in Baltimore, right? I mean, come on, there's plenty of crabs.
Now, did I ever tell you how I found out that my mother was a whore?
I don't think we want to know that. Do we want to know that? Why would you do that, Karen?
It's almost public record. I've talked about it in comedy.
All right,
I don't know if I told this, but I have told
your
this
mother
story.
was impressed. So let me just say, your mother was not a whore. That's it.
Oh, she was, yeah.
No,
but I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm not saying it in a negative way.
Oh.
I'm saying it through the eyes of a fifth grader.
Okay. Well,
yeah, my father died
sixth grader shouldn't even know the word whore.
My father died when I was in the fourth grade. So by the fifth grade, I was a very angry child.
Oh.
I was going through all kinds of hell by the fifth grade. And so there was this one kid, this big kid. This is sixth. I was in sixth grade, but I was small for my age because I was a year younger than all the other sixth graders. And there was a fifth grader who was bigger than me, who, by age-wise, I think we were like the same age, or he was a year older than me. But that's because of when our birthdays fell and when we started school.
Birthdays fell?
So, yeah. So, somebody was teasing me about my mother because my mother was, at that point I think she was dating my stepfather, but before she started dating my stepfather, she was probably dating 2 or 3 other people. I can't remember. No, not probably. She was. My mother was dating a lot of people in my eyes, but so
in your eyes, how the hell?
Yeah.
That doesn't a good date. What are
I
you
know,
taking me on a date in his eyes?
So this one kid, his name is Sterling. I'm walking across the playground, and I'd already had a bad day. I was already angry. I woke up angry that year, and so I'm walking across the playground, and he goes, "Hey, Fenderson, your mother's a prostitute." And so I got angry, and I grabbed that kid, and I picked him up, and I threw him against the wall. And now, the only thing the teachers outside saw was me run toward him and pick him up and throw him against the wall. They didn't hear him call my mother a prostitute or anything like that, and they all knew I was angry. I had my grades had dropped, my attendance went to hell in a handbasket. I think there was 180 days in the school year, and I think 1 year I only went to school like 108 days that year, or the previous year. I missed like 72 days. I just didn't feel like going to class anymore.
Me too.
And so I start wheeling me on this kid.
With me.
And so they suspended me for fighting. They suspended me. And I went home, got home. My mother goes, "Why'd you get suspended?" And I said, "I was fighting." She goes, "Why were you fighting?" I said, "This kid called you a prostitute." And so my mother goes, "First of all, if someone is not," my mother says, the first thing my mother said was, "I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't need some child to fight my fights." And then she goes, "This was not my fight, because if he's not man enough to say this to my face, I'm not going to be concerned with it." And I said, she said, "Do you understand that I don't need you fighting my fights?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And then she goes, "Now, do you know what a prostitute is?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And my mother, and I said, "So a woman who has sex for money." And my mother goes, "Right. I have sex because I like it, not for money." So, and so my mother's like, "So I'm not a prostitute. I have sex because I like sex. I enjoy sex. Sex is healthy." And she goes on and gives me this lecture about healthy adults with healthy sexual practices and healthy consent and the whole bit. Now, and I'm like, do I need to hear this shit now? Apparently I did. So when my suspension was over, I went back to school, and I'm walking across the same playground, and the same kid, I guess, who didn't get his ass beat enough last time, yells out, "Fenderson, your mother's a prostitute." And I turned around and I said, "No, she's not. My mother's a whore." And I kept walking. And that was it. Nobody ever bothered to tease me again. It's like, We got nothing.
I'm not sure there's a distinction. A whore is a prostitute. They're the same thing.
No. No.
Where's your thesaurus? You got a thesaurus. You can't
use today's terminology for something that happened in 1970.
Oh, I can.
No, you can't. It's illegal.
Oh.
That's why Trump's going to New York right now. That's why he's going to Long Island right now. So he's probably have ICE come over and confiscate your thesaurus because it's using
thesaurus.
Yeah, it's really thesaurus.
Oh.
It wasn't thesaurus until you kept hitting it and hitting it. Now first it was just sore. Now it's thesaurus. It's never been sorer than this.
Heavy Kev says that's what killed my last marriage. That's what killed my last. What the? Do they speak English in New Zealand? What does that mean? Hey, put it up on the thing. So I think he's talking about the bathroom remodeling. Wife chose shit hose, then spent 10 years nagging to me to renovate it. Wife. Chose shit hose. That's what.
Okay.
It's been fixed now. That's what killed my last marriage. Wife chose shit house, then spent 10 years. All right. That was good. A hose. Who needs?
Well, yeah. See that? Yeah. This isn't a shit house. This is a very nice house. The problem is, like, they hit a bunch of shit. Okay. Now, one of the things I was talking about was the bathroom. The bathtub always creaked. But we didn't know that when we bought the house because nobody takes a bath in the house when you're looking at it. That's what I do a bit on what to do when you're looking for a house now.
What you do is bring Audrey's mother. I'm sorry.
So you go through. I
don't even know if Audrey's mother.
You test the plumbing just like they do at stadiums. So we didn't get in the bathtub, and it creaked and creaked, and that's the thing that really bugged me was the creaking in the bathtub. Every time you move, the bathtub would creak.
Wow.
Now my wife was more bugged by the doors. It looked like somebody had beaten the doors with like nails or hammers or something. And I repaired the doors with some of the like wood putty and stuff like that. And then, but there was one dent I didn't fix. It was because it was just like an indentation. Like you take a hammer to a piece of wood and you leave like a dent. And I didn't fix that one. I fixed the big stuff, not the little stuff. And then my wife was never happy with the doors. And no matter what I did to repaint them, my wife was always going to. That's the one thing about my wife. I love her, but she's a very negative person. When it's like being married to Matt. There is like no. She's got no upside. Everything is negative for the most part. Well, that's her default position. And it's not that she can't see positive, but her default position is negative. So whenever I do something, she always, and it doesn't matter if I do something good, bad, or indifferent, her first initial response is a negative one toward it. And so, like, no matter, unless we got everything in that bathroom redone, she was never going to see it in a good light.
Wow.
So, but my thing was, look, I've lived in imperfect houses all my life. Nothing is perfect. I understand that.
Nothing.
So I make allowances and I pick my fights. I did not like the fact that the tub squeaked. Now I found out why the tub squeaked. When we get a new tub put in, when we tear out the walls and he's taking the old tub out, he looks and he goes, "This tub's not attached to the wall." I said, "What do you mean it's not attached to the wall?" He goes, and I'm looking and there's holes for the tub to be attached to the studs. The tub was not attached to the wall. It's just sitting on the floor. And then bathtubs come with like a little thing underneath for support because they're iron. I mean, they're metal, but because they're metal, they do bend. And so they have support underneath of them, and they have to have like a little dip so all the water runs out. Our tub didn't water always pooled in the bottom. So every time my wife and I took a shower together or separately, one of us had to take our feet and squeegee the water toward the tub to get all the water out that pooled. So
wow. You want to know my takeaway from this story?
It's too long.
No, it's your fault. That Heavy Kev's marriage fell apart.
Probably. But see, that's what happens when Matt leaves unannounced, and I have to all of a sudden I have to vamp.
Okay. Let me see. I got it. Lisa's having a problem connecting. Of course she is. All right. Let me see what I can do.
Thank you, Slaptail. Slaptail says, "You got to admire GD. He'll tell a story whether it's interesting or not. Committed."
Yeah.
Yes.
Ought to be committed. Somebody told me the other day that dumbass liberals. You know.
Okay.
I'm
sure there's some dumbass liberals. It's like this.
According to the guy because it was a thing about the guy who shot up a In-N-Out burger in whatever out west somewhere.
Right.
And they were saying the gun control thing, and they said
but technically he didn't shoot up the In-N-Out burger. The shootout was in the parking lot, if I remember correctly, at the drive-thru.
I don't know, but the guy was arguing that it's dumbass liberals' fault because dumbass liberals eliminated involuntary commitment. And so I looked it up, and no, that's not true. Involuntary commitment is a thing in all 50 states and in like Puerto Rico and Guam and all the U.S. territories. There is such a thing as involuntary commitment. So where he's making that shit up for? And I thought you were saying mental health problems were not. It was whatever. It was a good guy with a gun was important. That was your argument. Why did that fall apart? Because the good guy with a gun
done the homework.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, you disappeared right after involuntary commitment.
Yeah, I did. Am I here now?
You're back. We're both back, but you disappeared first, and then I disappeared momentarily.
Wow, this is just the worst thing. It's just the worst thing, and I can't. You know what? I can't do anything about it till August 31st when I get my new internet, and then I could because you would think somebody that would say fix my shit or I'm canceling my service. They'd say, "Oh, we don't want to lose a customer. We'll fix your shit, right?" Wouldn't you? Doesn't that make sense?
I guess it's funny. My
invite guests. Did I lose you? Did you stay? You locked up? Am I locked up? I'm not locked up. I'm still seeing me, right? Hello. Oh no, I am locked up.
No, I just disappeared though.
Oh, see,
I didn't see you being locked up. I know I was.
Everything is all broken.
Cattywampus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is beautiful.
Maybe I should put the show on hiatus until we get these things squared away. These internet issues. Wait a minute. How do I? Lisa, not sure. Lisa again. Just the wrong Lisa. How do? Oh, Lisa Polizzi. This is the one I want. All right. Let's see if that works.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to show. Really?
Show that. That picture that Heavy Kev sent, is that the thing?
Yeah, the latest one.
And you're going to rename it to Guatemala Walla Lala.
No, I renamed it to, I put it in folder 81126, and I renamed it 81126B.
Why do you do that, Karen?
There, this is 81126B.
All right. Now, what is this? This is, what is it?
This is us fighting in the playground. Look at that. Max got my back in the playground. That never happened. No one ever had my back in the playground.
Well, I did. Well, only it's a blind guy attacking you. Then I always have your back because I could just run around his backside and slap him in the head. Heroes is help. Heroes is help. What the hell? What does that say?
One is supposed to say rudeness is cool, but it just says rudeness.
AI is not having a good day. Maybe they're angry at me because I said they're going to make us extinct. I don't know.
Now there's a sign in the back of the playground that says respect, inclusion, friendship, courage.
That is Rifk. Rifk is the An acronym for that, right? RIFC. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
notice it's all white kids, right? In the back. Oh no,
there's a few black kids. But the irony is that I went to a school that was 96% black at this point. At that point, in elementary school, yeah, there was 90, probably 90, because we did. It was so black. We busted in some white kids.
It looks like Christopher Titus is yelling at your hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why is Christopher Titus yelling at your hand?
Well, probably because he can't remember my name anymore.
Right.
We haven't seen it. I haven't seen him in so long. Last time I saw him was during COVID.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't blame him for not remembering my name. I mean, I'm not famous. I mean, he used to remember who I was. So we had exchanges, and he remembered that I was a decent person. I was a man. He goes, like, the last thing he said to me personally was that I was a man of my word. And no, he says, you're really a man of your word. I gave him my word about doing something and I did it. And it was something that the average person wouldn't have done.
Huh.
But yeah, for example, because he and his wife were always very helpful to me. So his wife was selling T-shirts that said Alpha Chick. And so I really like the concept of Alpha Chick. Because they had the alpha male, and I really like that idea of Alpha Chick. So I bought 2 of her shirts from her. And she says, and I told her what I was going to do. I said, obviously, I can't wear this shirt. She goes, you can. I said, well, if you have my size, I will wear this shirt my next gig. And she didn't have my size. So my tits were too big and my back was too broad. But I bought 2 and I gave them to my nieces. And my niece, one of my nieces, she's a ham. And she put it on and she started posing with it on the internet. And I said Alpha Chick. And so I took the pictures of my niece and I sent them to Rachel. And I posted them and I copied. And she was like, well, awesome. No.
I would wear a shirt that says Alpha Chick every day. Every single day of my life. I am an Alpha Chick. Whatever that means.
Well, it's just a thing like alpha, instead of alpha male, she was an Alpha Chick, And so I like the concept. And when you have little girls in your life, you kind of like want them to have the same advantages as the alpha males have.
I gotta Google alpha female, right? Because I never heard this term before. Now
That's what I'm saying. That's why I liked it. It was Rachel Bradley's thing, Alpha Chick.
It says an alpha female is a strong, confident, and assertive woman, kind of like our guest today. I think strong, confident, and assertive woman who naturally takes charge in social, professional, and family settings. I don't know about family. I've never seen her family, but I know she takes charge in lots of different bands
but she also takes cash as well. She not just takes charge, but she takes cash.
Yeah. Well, this is the part that people don't understand about the music business. Yeah, they're getting paid. They're getting paid some, and the business aspect of it. And very few people have the go-getting attitude, like, oh, they want it done for them. But
and the funny thing is, I did, and I don't. Once Lisa's brother and I won't make it about myself anymore, unless I'm asked to, and then I'll have to do it. Yeah. But one of the things about comedy is that because of how cliquish it is, a lot of stuff I had to produce my own shows, And it's harder to get paid when you're producing your own shows because you got the overhead. If you're running a theater and you're paying other comics and stuff, it's hard to, when someone books you, you don't have to share your money. The venue's already paid for. Nothing's coming out of your pocket except for maybe transportation or whatever. But so it's hard to make a profit when you're building your own shows.
Right. All right, I'm gonna just. I wrote a way long intro for.
Yes, you did, and I would never read anything that long, even about
I know.
myself.
I apologize for that. Well, just you know what? I'll shorten it down, and I'm not going to read the thing. I'll just speak from the heart. Our guest today.
Oh, you're in trouble now, Lisa. He's speaking from the heart. You may want to leave. You may want to turn your camera off, Lisa. He's speaking from the heart.
You know what? That's a terrible way for you to treat me.
Oh.
Anyway, Lisa Polizzi is a dynamic force in the music industry here on Long Island, and she's got so many bands that it's hard to keep track of her. And now she has this kind of alter ego because some drunk guys mispronounced her name at some point when she was doing a band called Adrenaline Rush. Anyway, she's got the Janis Joplin stuff. She's got the Lisa Polizzi band. She performs solo. She does the acoustic duo stuff. She's got this new thing, Lily Palili, and cosplay. She's all over the map in the music business, and somebody that a lot of people can learn from and just admire her tenacity and just go get her. She's an alpha female in the music business here on Long Island. Let's say hello to Lisa Polizzi. Good morning, Lisa.
Hello, good morning.
And advance happy birthday for you as an August birthday person myself. I appreciate the genius. Now, you handle everything yourself. I mean, the back end, the business of Lisa Polizzi, yes?
Yes. Yep.
How do you manage that? Because I would think with being in 97 bands or being the front person of 97 bands and the leader, the business part of it has got to take away. So that's enough right there. Just rehearsing and getting people on the same page, keeping the musicians like from causing panic and rebellion. And then you have to get on the phone or where do you find time?
It is very stressful. So people see, oh my God, Lisa, you're doing so great, but they have no idea what is going on behind the scenes, what it takes for me to book these gigs. And it's just a lot that people don't see with the band members.
Right.
I mean, with the Lisa Polizzi band, I mean, I started that in 2013 and it had so many rotations of different band members. This one left, came back, this one came in. I had to just keep it going. Yeah. But finally, so as far as the Lisa Polizzi band, I kind of diminished that name. So now I have the Lily Polili and cosplay. And thank you. You're like up on things with everything I do because other people get confused. So Lily Polili, like when we had the being Lisa Polizzi thing that we did together, you kind of caught that beginning stage of Lily Polili because we debuted that year,
Rush, right? Yeah,
right before the pandemic. That New Year's Eve, Lily Polili came to light. So yes, the guitar player who's no longer with us, he was drunk one night and he's like, Lily Polili. I was like, all right, that's my name.
Wow.
So so I have the acoustic duo and the Janis stuff. The Janis takes me off Long Island, which I love.
Is it two different Janis things? Because Janis Joplin Experience and then like another Janis?
Yes. So what happened there is, so I started the Janis Joplin Experience in 2017. This entertainment company took us on, but they rebranded us Crybaby under their, website. So anything you see that's Crybaby, it's through them, their bookings. And anything that's Janis Joplin Experiences, what I handle.
Well, that's at least one thing where you're not having to call up and book stuff yourself. So I was just saying, you are at this point, people should be doing that work for you. I mean, you're successful, and everybody on Long Island knows your name.
We're having troubles with StreamYard on and off pretty much all day. I have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind, Lisa. First of all, I'm GD Fenderson. Matt never introduced us.
Hi. Oh no, I know.
Hi.
Who are you?
So, with Janis Joplin, she had like a extremely unique voice and presence on stage. I'm not sure that we'll ever see something like that again.
No.
But nowadays, there are female vocalists that I really admire and have a distinctive voice. Like I love Alison Moyet's voice.
I'm not familiar with her.
Oh, okay. You have to check. Allison
Okay.
Williams, check her out. Now she played in a band. She sang in a band. I think it was jazz. Like the one
Okay.
who sang what was it? Blue Eyed Situation. The song called The Situation. Blue Eyed Vest for Every Situation.
He's locked up. He's locked up. Anyway, yeah. So the tribute stuff, I'm confused because you're doing more of that off Long Island, right?
What's that?
You do more of the tribute stuff, the Janis Joplin experience off Long Island than
Yes.
Because I'm seeing lots of tribute bands in this Tanner Park place in Town of Babylon, and they're blowing it up, and I'm like, why isn't Lisa there? She's
there's so much politics, and it's who you know. So that's why I've got off the island. It's kind of like Janis Joplin herself. She had to leave Port Arthur because she was kind of like shunned from her own town. So I kind of felt like, if I'm going to do this, I can't wait for, hopefully, Long Island wants me.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's kind of frustrating for me because I see. Listen, I don't want to put anybody down, but there are so many acts out there that are tribute bands to the Bay City Rollers or somebody who who's interested in the Bay City Rollers? I could see the Carpenters thing. I have nothing against that. But there's so many lesser known bands that have tributes to them. It's like, why is it? Why are we booking them at Tanner Park and not Lisa Polizzi and the Janis?
Yeah. I mean, we did get a couple of good opportunities. GNR, Guy Brogna and Rick Eberly. They gave us a few opportunities at the Jones Beach Band Shell. The last two, unfortunately, were canceled due to rain. We did Eisenhower Park, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, we had some good opportunities in the past, but it's been a while. Epi books us at my father's place, so we're there like twice a year.
I'm surprised Epi's still alive, to be honest with you. He was an old man. He booked me in 1978 at my father's place, and I thought he was an old man then. Now I'm an old man. How is he still alive? But good for him. Good for him.
He's doing great too.
Yeah. Are you still with James?
Yes, he's outside.
He hates me now, right? Because I'm not. I don't want to.
No, it does not. He doesn't hate you.
Because I don't see him anymore, and I don't even see him mentioned anymore. It's like, what's going on there?
Oh no, he still does a sound like he's another one behind the scenes, works really hard. He's actually getting some other sound gigs for other bands now, so other bands took notice of him, and he's getting a little side work. Yeah.
Wow, would that cause a conflict? Let's say the other band has a show booked the same night as you. What does he do? Because you can't
so
them over you ever, right?
If I'm already booked, he won't take it. But if he books it in advance, then I just black that out on my calendar. I don't work that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a James, by the way. Everybody, if you're an entertainer, you need to be with somebody who is supporting you, 100% committed to supporting you. Absolutely.
Yep. And he did this for me. Like, he was a landscaper when I met him.
Wow. So the cosplay thing I'm interested in now. Well, the cosplay is costume play, right? You have always been that's always been part of your persona. Even when I first met you, you were always somebody who kind of enjoys the, I don't want to say costumes, but
dressing up.
Yeah.
Yep. I like to have fun.
So does everybody in the band in cosplay and Lily Paluli in cosplay, do they all dress up as?
I have a feeling like we're in the beginning stages right now. I have a vision that it's going to get even bigger, but right now we keep it a little simple. Like, so we just did a show and I dressed as a pink lady and I got them T-Birds t-shirts. And there was another one where I dressed like a pirate and I got them pirate t-shirts, a little simple. But eventually I want to like really get into like really nice costumes for all of them. I think it'd be really great.
So like you do like a let's say a Bob Marley thing, and then you all could do in brown face or something.
No, like I don't know, like we do, like we tie. Well, I wouldn't say tie dye because then people will think Janis. mean, that's another reason why I did this.
I was just checking to see if there's a way I could play with the band. That's all. I was just trying to fit in.
You can fit in just by yourself.
Nobody would believe I would be a pirate. I'm just saying I don't look like a pirate. So.
No, you don't. Well, I don't know. The Big Black Dick. Did you ever hear Big Black Dick was a pirate?
The pirate. Yeah, but it wasn't because he was a black pirate. It's because he had gangrene on his penis.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, we've done enough of that.
No, okay. So Lisa, look, you're in the band dynamic. Usually, a lot of the band members are male. Usually, you're in a male-dominated industry.
Yes.
And as such, every musician wants to sleep with the female member of the band. So I'm just saying it's true, right?
You know what? I don't. I'll let you finish this, but Karen Jonas came up in my memories this morning, and when she was on the program, I said that this is a problem for her because she's extremely attractive and she's touring with these guys, and like I'm sure everybody in the band hits on you and wants to have sex with you, and this was my reason for saying no chicks in the band, and she came out right. She said, "Yeah, they are always hitting on me." I just tell them no, it's never going to happen. Go ahead.
My guys are, I mean, in both bands, they're like brothers to me. I mean, of course, like they'll compliment me and they'll make a little comment just jokingly. But I mean, they even tell me like because they said, my guitar player, for instance, somebody asked him, what's it like working with her? He's like, honestly, she's like one of the guys. And I really am. Like they confide in me about their stuff and, it stays with me. Anything, they just let them talk to me and it's a friendship. Yeah,
but let's be honest, and I'm coming from the male perspective. That friend stuff, that's always in the back of their mind. They notice the gender difference.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one thing to be attracted to somebody, and then there's another thing to act on things, or you could be attracted to a woman but not want her, and then some women think you want them when you compliment them, like, oh my God, he's hitting on me. No, he's paying you a compliment.
I agree, but and this is like bearing my soul here. As somebody who has been in bands with ladies, and not the one most recently, but or the last two most recently, in my youth, there was something aphrodisiac about performing with somebody in a musical situation. It's kind of seductive. It is. I mean, you're watching them kind of make love to 1,500 people at once, and then you're like, wow, she probably.
Yeah. Well, like I mean, it's definitely a chemistry that helps. Yeah. I mean, look at I always say look at Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. They had such a chemistry. I'm sure they were attracted to each other, and there was this love they had for each other, but they never, were together. And like John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. So there's just like this chemistry. Like me and my guitar player in the Janis Joplin band, Michael Assessi. So his wife goes to our shows, and there'll be people in the audience like, is that his wife? And she's like, no, I'm his wife. And they're like, doesn't that bother you? She's like, no, I love
it. You mentioned Dolly Parton. Have you ever met her? Because I know you performed at Dollywood.
No, I was hoping to. I've been to Dollywood a number of times, and yes, I only met her hologram.
Well, YouTube this morning, they were suggesting that I change the title to From Country Music to Janis Joplin. When you performed at Dollywood, was it country band?
I actually didn't. I didn't perform actually. So what it is, I go there for the Josie Music Awards. It's an independent awards, and like when you watch these say like watch the Grammy Awards on TV, they present awards and then there's a performance, present awards, there's a performance. So certain people perform and then other ones, they just like, I was just nominated for that category and I'm in the crowd. And
wow. Yeah. So where did because I can't remember you ever doing any real country music and why is YouTube saying From Country Music to Janis Joplin? Just because of the Dollywood Association?
No, because I actually did, in addition to Lily Palilli and Janis, the Lisa Palizzi band kind of became LP Croc. LP Croc is Lisa Palizzi country rock. So we started doing like Gretchen Wilson, Carrie Underwood, Dolly Parton. So I do have a country rock band, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to stick with it. It's just not taking off like we hoped. I mean, I don't know if we need to give it more time, but it's just not getting recognized. So it's like, maybe it's not worth it.
Daisy's Nashville, all right? Are you
yes,
doing something
yes. So
there?
that was the reason why we started it, because I host the open jam there on Thursday nights, and they want to hear country. So I was like, all right, so for the open jam, let's start out the night and do country. And then let's maybe make this a band. Maybe we'll add like a nice 3-hour set of country rock music. And we've done a few gigs. We have like 3 more left on the calendar with the LP Croc.
Wow. I was the Sunday guy for Daisy's Nashville and Patchogue, doing basically they called it an open mic, but nobody would come to do the open mic, so I'd end up doing 3 hours by myself.
Oh, yeah, because they do the brunch on Sundays.
Yeah, and then they got bought out by now there's 2 of them. There's one in Miller Place and one in Patchogue, and different owners.
Yes.
And the different owners said, "No, we don't want that guy. Get rid of
it."
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the tribute thing I'm interested in because I'm seeing some of the bands that are still around.
Yes.
Not get I'm seeing tribute bands get more than the actual or what the actual bands might be getting in like theater performance pay and stuff like that. I know some tribute bands, without naming names, that are getting $70,000 or $80,000 a show.
Oh my gosh! So one of the biggest bands I know of out here is Almost Queen.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time.
They from what I hear, they get amazing money. They're probably making like $10,000 a man.
Yeah.
I mean, Freddie Mercury. He's the closest you're gonna get to Freddie Mercury, and that's the only thing that Freddie, like Queen, Queen, Zeppelin, Stevie Nicks. That's all very mainstream. Janis, I don't think had the opportunity to. As much as she's like the queen of rock and she started everything, I don't think she's got that same thing like they do. I think that's maybe my struggle. Yeah. But so I don't know.
Did you ever think about Vegas? I know you're a Long Island girl and you live here, but I think the residency opportunities out in Vegas where you play one hotel every night for 6 months or something, that would be an ideal thing for Jan.
That's definitely on my mental dream wall. So I've been reaching out to places. I mean, I do what I can. I'm definitely not even though I have like an agent that books stuff, I'm not a sit back and wait for somebody to do it for me. So I'm always pushing.
I know.
What have you thought about cruise ships? Because those, even if you got together with another tribute band, or maybe 2 or 3 other tribute bands, you could do like a tour, or a cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We were supposed to do a Flower Power cruise in 2020, but then what happened there, so it never happened. So.
You know what? I was thinking about this last night because on Facebook almost every day I see a band doing a cover, and they do often they're really good covers of classic rock stuff. So somebody doing "You're Still the One" by Orleans the other day. They do that. We tried doing Being Lisa Polizzi, and you were doing cover versions, and that got me copyright strikes. How are these people doing full, and we would just do a portion of a song, like 30 seconds to a minute, and then
I don't know.
How do they get? Do you post any stuff with cover songs on whether it's Facebook or YouTube or anything like that?
Oh, TikTok,
and never get any pushback of copyright.
Well, what I'll get is like a message like, in these countries your video is blocked. In certain countries it gets blocked.
Right.
That's about it.
I thought I could get away with that with fair use because we were document. It wasn't about the songs. We weren't making money off the songs. It was about your life and all that you go through and all these kind of things. Being a leader of a band, handling rehearsals, and not just a band, as I mentioned. It's just like every band. But so it's about the life. And has the life changed, or is it still that hectic? It's still every day, all day.
Probably even more hectic.
Wow.
Yes. But you know what? So, because I work so much, I really don't rehearse. So, Lily Polilli, these last few gigs, I mean, we have so many songs we want to add. I mean, right now I think we're at our list is at 50 songs, I think. and we just want to keep adding more because I want every show to be different,
Right.
And so we don't really have time to rehearse. I'll be like, guys, let's try this song, or let's try these 2 songs tonight.
I've always been a fan of that mindset. If you're working enough, you should be able to slip in a song on the gig as you're rehearsing it live in front of a crowd, and they don't know it. That's what it should be. Everybody learn their part and bring it to the show.
Exactly, and it comes together. Everybody knows their parts, and it works.
So, now,
I guess that's great, but if the last time I played in the cover band, we were all supposed to like learn a song, but this is of course like in the 1990s. And so one person would learn the album version, another one learn the 45 version, another would bring in the radio version, and we'd have like 3 different lengths and versions of the same song.
Right.
Oh gosh.
do you ever experience voice fatigue because you're working so much, and you sometimes 2 gigs in a day, right? Sometimes you'll do a facility thing during the day and then have a do you ever wear your voice out ever?
No, the only time you'll hear it tired is if I'm physically tired. Like if I don't get a good night's sleep, it'll affect my voice. Or of course, if I'm sick, that's a killer.
Wow.
But knock on wood, I've been okay.
Now, can you sing? Like some people can't sing in the morning, or I should say have their full range. Like when I wake up, first hour or so, I'm a basso. And late at night, I'm almost an alto. But in the middle of the day, there's a sweet spot where I have my full range.
Oh yeah.
When is your sweet spot time of day?
Depending when I wake up. So let me think how many hours it takes me to wake up. Usually by like 2:00 in the afternoon, I'm good.
So, because if I woke up at 7, like I said, at 7, between 7 and 9, I'd be a basso. Now, if I start practicing and warming up by 10 o'clock, I could probably be in full range. So, how long does it take you to get to to stretch it so you'd be in full range? So, if you had let's say you had a 9 p.m. gig, and you woke up at 6 because you wanted to be rested, or whatever. What time would you have to wake up so you could have enough time to get your full range?
I don't do warm-ups, so it's just 9 o'clock. It's showtime.
My mind is going back to when I was the leader of Europa back in 1978, 79. We had a girl singer, Debbie Cosgrove, and she did we didn't do a lot of covers. We were doing mostly originals, but we did cover "Piece of My Heart." And every time after if we did "Piece of My Heart," the next day she would feel it from that scream. And you're not just doing that; you're doing "Cry Baby" and all these kind of things that are very taxing on your vocal stuff. And you saying you don't do any warm-ups. I'm wondering, have you ever done anything to preserve or to protect your voice? Because Janet's stuff is pretty trying on the vocal cords, right?
No, I just think Janice came naturally. The reason why I started singing Janice is because somebody said I reminded them of her. So it was already there.
You definitely have that vibe. Heavy Kev is sending a image, and let me just say, Lisa's not a guitar player, at least not that I know of.
No.
So I'm gonna show this picture that he just sent here.
Okay.
I think you'll find it amusing. Hope you'll find it amusing. Where is it, Heavy Kev? Where did you put it? Oh, that's not it. Here it is. Heavy Kev is our friend from New Zealand. By the way, he wants you to come down there and play New Zealand, right? There you go.
Oh wow.
You got the pirate hat on, which is and I got a pirate, and I'm playing drums. Mind Dog on drums and GD on bass, and you're the lead guitar player. Have you ever played an instrument?
No, I just don't. I didn't have the patience with myself.
That's very weird because
I took music in high school. Before I dropped out, but I was a music major, so I piano 1 and 2 and music theory and so part of you had to try like every instrument. So I got as far as paradiddles on the drums, and I tried the guitar, but I hated the way the thing felt on the guitar. I tried piano, but they wanted me to chop my nails off, and I didn't want to lose my nails. And
oh, that's something we've talked about, like women who play guitar with the long nails. That's just I can't understand how they make that happen. But
I don't know.
Yeah,
and I mean, I guess you can use your nail as a pick, right? I think.
But the hand on the fingerboard with the nails, you have to actually push down with this part or whatever. It's just, I don't know how they do it, but there are some really, really great female guitar players out there who have nails. You
mentioned, give them credit. Jeez.
You mentioned 2013, and this is, I think, about the time that I first became aware of you. You were #1 on Reverb Nation, and I made it my mission to move you out of that spot, become #1, and put you in #2. Every day we will go, who's this Lisa Polizzi girl? Why is she #1? And so I was working Reverb Nation, never could do it, but it was kind of an ongoing thing. And somebody thought you were a kid, like a high school kid or something. Like, why are you going after this high school kid? Why are you bullying her? I'm not bullying her. I want to take over her spot. She's #1. Everybody goes after Are you? Do you still manage like all those social media sites, or you like? Did you scale down to just Facebook and whatever?
Yeah, I don't really go on. So once the pandemic happened, I stopped with the Reverb Nation. I haven't really paid much attention to it anymore. But I do.
Still there.
What's that?
I don't even know if Reverb Nation is still alive. I'm looking it up right now.
I still get emails like, oh, these people listen to you today, and this is where you're ranking.
Wow. Now I remember when we were doing being Lisa Polizzi, that I kind of wanted you to do one of my songs, an original song, and you kind of, I think, expressed you don't like doing them. And if I'm saying this wrong, please correct me. But that you didn't like doing original music, that there was no money in it, right?
I would do it just for the fact that there's definitely no money in it. I mean, I've recorded some other people's songs, which is nice, but they really didn't get attention. Nobody really took to them.
I think if you're talking about original bands performing, there's no gigs. There's no place on Long Island, especially, but even in the tri-state area, maybe in New York City, there are places that will book an unknown original act, but it's few and far between. But I do think some independent artists, if they're not making money, I don't know how they afford all the production stuff that they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
People always ask me, like, you should have an original band, but I see the original band struggle on Long Island. I mean, they have a hard time getting gigs. They're kind of, because everybody wants the tribute bands.
Right.
So, you kind of feel bad for them. I mean, what they probably should do is have an original band open for a tribute band. I mean, maybe that's an idea.
There you go. They don't do that at my father's place, because they used to do that at my father's place all the time.
No. So even then, at a time, they only booked originals, but now they're just booking like the tribute acts.
Yeah. So is there any like original music of yours out there anywhere that people can find?
Yes, so I do have one that's there's a songwriter I met in Tennessee when I went, and I recorded her song, No Meds for a Broken Heart. And that's like on everything, Spotify.
Oh, I love that title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the rest are on my Reverb Nation page, Coming Home by Daniel Welsh. And I recorded a few from Earl Chaos.
The link to lisapolizzi.net is on is in the description. I'm going to put it in the banner here.
Yes.
But that kind of redirects to a bands in town or something, or is that what it is? Or
oh yes, so my friend Carrie created that thing for me. So yes.
Is that the desired place to send people to find out more about you?
Yes, we start to update the calendar, but all my you can get all my social medias on there. You'll see videos of the bands, photos, my bio, stuff like that.
All right.
Everything's on there.
Do you sense any kind of, I don't know, there seemed to be a point where Long Island, especially if you go to on these Facebook pages, Long Island music groups, everything and all this stuff, just a little bit of not just competition, just kind of ugliness about some of these, some of the bands. Jealousy. Do you sense any of that?
I do sense it, even though some people are very direct that they don't like me. But
really,
you know, I think it is. I get some mean people, and it's like, why? It's like, all right, you're criticizing me while I'm going live, and what, you're sitting on your couch? Like, what do you So I think with me, so when people don't know you personally and they have this preconceived thing of you from social media, so maybe on social media I come across differently than I am as a person. They might think, oh my God, what a gig hog she is. Who does she think she is? Oh my God, she just came into this gig. Like Lily Chloe rode in on a motorcycle for one of my gigs, and we rode up to the stage.
It's very surprising to me because, and I'm not saying this because you're here or trying to like false flattery or any of this stuff, but you were one of the nicest people I've ever worked with in music in any capacity in 50 years of doing that. And there are so many egos and big-headed people out there. You are the least of that. I don't know where people would get that impression of you. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I know the first impression I had of you when I went online to research you was that this is obviously some woman who's not going to perform in blackface. I don't know if I could work with her. So that was, and I don't know if that now could be wrong. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was just the impression I got, that you like never perform in blackface. It was like, well, that's too good for her, too good for Lisa. And so I don't know. I mean, was I wrong? That that was my impression.
Yeah, you missed the Gladys Polizzi and the Pips.
I don't think I would go that route. Oh my God, I do love Gladys Knight. Oh my God, Motown and stuff like that. That was like what I grew up listening to. So when I was little, like what I compare it to. You know how like, this whole thing with people identifying as something else. I used to think I was like a black woman in a white woman's body. Like maybe I was black in a previous life.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if that you can. Well, yes, you can, because Elizabeth Warren, GD's favorite politician, there, she identified as a Native American. So you can identify as whatever you want these days.
Or whatever your parents tell you too. Your parents can say, we are 100% Zimbabwean, and you go like, we are, and then you grow up believing it, and then all of a sudden you find you're the only blonde-haired, blue-eyed Zimbabwean.
Now, why would you go there, knowing that we are number one in Zimbabwe? Why would you?
That's why I went there. I'm placating the audience.
I don't know if you placated. I think you made them angry. They're all. I
think they're going. Yay! He mentioned Zimbabwe again.
All right, Zimbabwe. Have you ever been to Zimbabwe, Lisa? No.
I haven't left this country yet.
Really?
So, yeah.
Canada. Canada counts.
We want to go to New Zealand.
Nope.
We want to go to New Zealand, but we have a guy in our chat room and who's been a member, a participant in this show, and he is a rock star in New Zealand. He doesn't own that, but he it seems like a cool place. Australia and New Zealand. I want to see the Southern Hemisphere. So, want to come with us?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If I could,
I'm hoping. The Janus band almost got booked in Germany a few years back. I was like, oh my God, Germany. But it never happened.
I could see that. But now I know I'm all over the place. But coming back to the cosplay thing, I had a DJ on. Avian was his name. He dressed up in a bird costume, and he was doing shows for furries. I'm thinking the furry audience. You know what the furries are, the people who just go to clubs dressed. It's got to be really hot, but they go to nightclubs and they go out to party in furry costumes. I would think there'd be a huge because he's playing for 10,000 furries at a time, and that's just DJ music.
Wow,
that's your audience. There is
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do people in the audience come up dressed up for the Lily Polly costume?
So that's my plan. Like I'm thinking, like I said, we're in very early stages. My hope is like, I think we would be like big with like these cosplayer clubs. There's so many cosplayer groups on Facebook, so I post in those. I mean, even like an LGBT event, we'd probably be great. You know, and we're fun. You know, you could, I want to encourage self-expression, tap into your inner child, create your own alter ego. I keep telling people that, like, we only live this life once. You might as well just have fun.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Bakersfield, California?
No, but the agent's trying to book us in San Francisco, so that might be happening.
And well, now she's not from Bakersfield anymore, right? She's from Maricopa County or Maricopa. Anne says, great guest, very interesting, Lisa. Best wishes as always. That's Anne from Maricopa. She was formerly of Anne from Bakersfield, California. Anyway, are you leaving us already, Anne? We're not done yet. Going over to Tony. Oh no, she's walking to the liquor store before she has to listen to Tony. All right.
Yeah, that's funny because she doesn't have to have liquor to listen to us, but she needs liquor to listen to Tony.
I'm not sure that she wants to go to the liquor store before it gets hot. She's not going to drink the liquor early in the morning. It's 7:00 in the morning where she is, right? Or
oh wow.
Yeah, you don't start boozing up at 7:45 in the morning.
Really? That's what the Bump for the Lord is all about, boozing up when you can.
All right. So now, do you have any? Because I know you're a very ambitious person. Do you stop here, or do you kind of keep dreaming up? I'm going to do something new sooner. Do you have things in the plans or in the works right now for something completely different that's not part of what you're doing?
Can't think. I mean, I'm always setting goals for myself. Like I did the Apollo Theater. When I was little, I used to miss school because I was up at night watching the Apollo to 2:00 in the morning. So, and I got to do it twice. So that was a dream come true. So now, like, I would love to get. I know it. People are like, oh, don't worry about these TV shows, but I would love to like get on something like The Voice or America's Got Talent.
Weren't you on something like that? I remember a clip, Ernie Anastas, right?
Yes.
Was New York
that was
out or something.
Fox 5 New York Star of the Day. Yes.
Oh.
I did 2 episodes.
I'm sorry, I'm not very up on TV, but is there even American Idol is still a thing? That's not still a thing.
Yes.
It is?
American Idol, though, the cutoff age is 29. So they really want you. It's 16 to 29, I think.
So the music business is completely ageist, right? But that's surprising because that Susan Boyle chick, when she was on American Idol, she did very well, and she was at least 40, maybe more.
Well, yeah, that was Britain's Got Talent. She was on.
Oh, so yeah.
Maybe I have to go to Britain.
Maybe. What do you think about the ageism part of it? Can you?
Oh my gosh! So it bothered me. Like my birthday's next week, and it's like the older you get, it's like, oh my gosh, like people probably judge. I mean, especially the way I am. Like, my God, she's not a kid. Why is she acting this way? I'm a kid at heart. I'm a kid in my head.
Yeah, I know. So am I. But let's be honest here. Moving equipment and all that stuff. And when you do people don't realize this, and this was part of the lessons from being Lisa Polizzi, is a 4-hour gig is not a 4-hour gig. It's a 10 or 12-hour day of work. And so the older you get, it's really hard to keep up with that.
Oh yeah, we get to a gig 2 hours beforehand for James to set up.
Yeah.
Set up the PA and the lights.
Not to get you caught in any personal stuff, but are you still occasionally performing with the 45s? Because I'm not with them.
I haven't seen them in so long. It's been years.
I would say it would come off as sour grapes if I say this, because I didn't get fired. I left the band, but the guy they have now is not right for that band. He's a shredder. And he doesn't play rhythm guitar ever. So playing the song, he just wants to play lead guitar on everything. They killed part of their audience. And I suggested they get Scott, who was the bass player, let him play guitar and replace the bass player. But anyway, so yeah, I'm surprised because he used to at least sit in on gigs with them like every couple of months or something, right?
Yeah. I make because I'm so busy. I mean, because every time they're playing, I'm playing.
Yeah.
But my house drummer from Monday nights, Arnie, he's subbed with them on drums a few times.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, still want to call them beach huts. They're not beach huts anymore. But do you play anything? Do you perform at any of those beach?
Nope, that's another one. It's politics.
That is totally politics, right?
I feel like they want to keep me in bars, and that's fine. So it's like I have to work harder because I had to build my own following. I'm not really getting the exposure, but I appreciate.
I don't understand where it comes from that they play favorites for the same bands over and over again, and you can't watch the same band, whether it's a tribute band or just a cover band, 8 times in a summer. Make room for somebody else over there. It's just crazy.
It's kind of like an alliance, I guess. They form these friendships and alliances, and they somehow work with each other, from what I noticed. And they support it, but I'm always working. I would love to support everybody. At a time I did. At a time I was able to go see other bands, but I make a living out of this. So it's like I try to work as much as I can. At least 5 days a week.
Ann says no, she's staying. She's already been to the store. How about that, GD? Got to beat the heat. Well, then you know what? It's not as hot in Maricopa as it was in Bakersfield, right, Ann? I don't know. What do I know? So we want people to come out and see. This week is your birthday. Happy birthday! You're performing both Friday and Saturday this week.
Yes. So Friday, the Janis Joplin band's in New Jersey, and then Saturday I'm with Lily Palilli at Barbecue in Patchogue. And we're having like a birthday party thing for me.
Saturday, you know what? I might be free. I might come down to that.
Awesome.
You know what? There's a lot of people on Long Island who hate me, so I have to kind of I shouldn't say I might be there and just show up, so that the people who hate me don't show up and want to kill me. Especially in Patchogue. The guy who ran the meatball place, meatball place, wanted to stab me because of something I said on Facebook about the New York Mets. He came down. I was at Daisy's Nashville, and he came down to stab me. He had a knife in his hand, and his own bouncers had to hold him back because I was making jokes about the New York Mets. It's crazy. I don't
That's
think,
insane.
I know it is.
I did want to mention that on Sunday and Monday, Lisa will be performing with the No Lisa No Cry reggae tribute band. They will be performing they decided that they weren't going to do blackface or brownface, so they're going to do caramel face.
Now, let me just address you for a second. Did you notice that the Rev, your friend the Rev, got some real angry people about the Bob Marley? I don't even remember doing a Bob Marley show, but they were saying that they got all upset that you seemed to suggest that Redemption Song had something about weed in it, and they were really angry.
I remember that show that the Rev did, and there wasn't anything about weed in the song that I can remember, but there was a reference that reggae, it was more about the Rasta movement, and weed is part of the Rasta movement. That's part of how they worship, so to speak. So, and there was also things about Marcus Garvey or something, but they don't realize. Well, people, first of all, they base it on the shorts, not on the actual show. And the shorts doesn't have the context. Like right now, if I said something like, okay, somebody taking the shorts and they would not know that I was joking when I said that the No Lisa No Cry was performing reggae covers in Caramel Face. That's what the short would say. Not realize if you watch the whole show, I've made references like that a few times. And so they would go like, oh my God, she's going to be performing in Caramel Face? That woman needs to be blocked forever, because they don't get the whole picture.
Reverb Nation is asking me to log in. I do just to see Lisa's page there. I have to join now, rejoin.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I used to be able to just go there and look at it. Now you have to you have to log in. That's wrong. No wonder people aren't on there as much.
Yeah. They're bringing back MySpace. Did you hear that? MySpace is coming back.
Yeah, I loved MySpace. It was a much better social media platform.
Yeah.
Then
I was never on it.
Really?
No.
You were on your space. You weren't on MySpace.
No, I wasn't on any space.
Wow.
I didn't join anything until 2014 when I moved to Florida. I joined Facebook so that my mother and I could keep track of each other. My mother never joined Facebook, and she never gave a shit about keeping track of me.
And who could blame her, really? Leslie, before I let you go, Lisa, because I have to go to a paint class. I don't know if you know this. I'm like a paint teacher. I teach paint classes. One down in your neck of the woods there. I'm in Blue Point every Thursday morning. The Henrietta Marquette Recreational Center. But today I'm up in Shrum. But so that's every day is like I'm tied up with paint. Have you ever painted?
So when I was a kid, I used to love to paint, and I used to watch Bob Ross. I would just watch him paint his happy little trees.
Well, if you ever so desire to come on a Thursday, what time is my Thursday thing? It's like 10:30 in the morning to 12:30. It's a 2-hour thing. Thursday mornings in Blue Point. Come as my guest. You don't have to be. I'll give you all the materials and everything. And
that sounds fun.
Do a Bob Ross. Yeah, I am the Bob Ross without the hair. But before I let you go, I wanted to talk about the acoustic duo thing you do.
Yes.
Is that what kind of music are you doing with that? Is it like because there's not that much acoustic music happening?
We do everything. We do Bee Gees. We do country stuff. Anything pretty much that I cover, he could play it on the guitar.
Wow. It's
amazing.
So harmony though, Bee Gees stuff, right? It's a big harmony stuff.
Yeah. No. So he does harmony too. Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
So we're playing Sunday at the 5 Points Cafe in Sayville. That's the next duo.
Oh, Sayville
on Sunday.
The friendliest town in America is what it's billed at, right? I like it. Sayville. All right.
Yeah.
What time is the Sunday thing?
I think 2 to 5 we are. Yes.
There's another picture before I let you go too that I wanted to, and I thought I pulled it out. Here it is, but why can't I share it? You know what? Maybe I'll just share the. I'm so bad at this. They ought to fire me. When are they going to fire me? Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, there it is.
Fire you, isn't it your show?
You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Hold on, remove from studio. This one. How about that? That
is so cool.
Yeah, that's us, man. Let's put a 3-piece together.
That's cute.
Yeah. We Pink Fairies. We Pink Fairies. Fairy Power. Is that part of Heavy Kev is busy at work there creating stuff. I'll send you these.
I look at that and I think of the Cheech and Chong movie.
I
think he's running around like
up in smoke where they do. My mama took her to me, try to tell me how to live.
Yeah, that's what I thought. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let me. Maybe I shouldn't bore Lisa with this and just tell you before we get up there. But the other day I was going for an oil change, and they tell you to stay in your car. So I thought I'm going to use this time to roll a joint. And the guy said, "I thought I smelled weed," and then we started talking about Cheech and Chong movies. And I said, one time Tommy Chong FaceTimed me and he said, "Hey man, I'm doing my best Tommy Chong. He goes, I want to play you a riff I just came up with." And he puts his guitar and he goes, "Oh wait, man, I forgot to get high. I'll call you right back." That's so typically Tommy Chong. It says, I need to get high before I play. Do you go through any kind of rituals before you perform? Anything that is like, I don't know, superstition or just something you have to do before you perform?
No.
Really? I don't know. I think a lot of people in the arts are superstitious or just weird about that. I'm going on. I used to have the bolo. I had to have my lucky bolo on, even though I had a shirt without a collar or whatever. Even if I'm doing in a muscle shirt, I had to wear my lucky bolo. It's just weird.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No.
What do you got? You got one more here, GD? Oh, that does not look like Lisa at all. Not in blackface, brown face, yellow face, nothing. But okay, now you became the guitar player. All right, get that out.
It's still a cool art.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being part of the show. LisaPalisi.net. You can find her on Facebook, and you can follow her, especially if you know people in Vegas that can make a dream come true out there, or any of the other places that we talked about here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Help her out. And, if there's a theater by you, I'm talking to you, that has tribute bands, go and suggest the Janis Joplin Experience or Crybaby. Go ahead. Do you have a bus?
We have an RV we travel in.
Oh, yeah. Very cool. That was always my dream, to have like an RV or a bus or something like that. Is there can you play music on the way to the gig, and there's enough room to like have acoustic guitars out? And just
you could, yeah. So we're taking it to Florida in January. We're gonna spend the month of January in Florida.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I am so jealous.
We're excited about that.
Is it Orlando? Are you going to Orlando?
We're going to be staying in Port St. Lucie area, but I'm setting up shows throughout between Lily Palilli and the Janis Band, and I want to set up some solo stuff. So if anybody in Florida is listening, you want to book me, I need to fill up the whole month.
People, get on it. There's a guy, John Regner, who follows this program. He's an agent down in Orlando.
Okay.
I hope he's listening. But if he's not, I'm going to send him an email and tell him to review this episode, because you've been
cool. I would love like getting like the Hard Rock Cafe or Epcot. They do concerts too.
Yeah. Well, we
Mm-hmm.
totally appreciate you being here. I'm going to bring back some of the clips from Being Lisa Palisi, and hopefully that won't get me knocked off of YouTube. But I got a couple of strikes coming. Your birthday is when I get off the hook. That I have 2 copyright strikes now. If on your birthday they go away, and then I get reset back to 0. So
wow!
I risk one.
Huh?
All right. Well, you have a great day, and consider coming to Blue Point and doing some painting with me.
It's every Thursday you do it.
Every Thursday, 10:30 to 12:30.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Cool. Bye for now. See you
later. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too, Lisa.
She didn't really meet you because I never really introduced you. What's your name?
I introduced myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, what good is that? Is this something new? No, this is something old, so I can remove it from the studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to wrap this up, and you're happy. You were very quiet, Jen. You generally have more. Is it because I interrupted you?
Well, yeah, you interrupted me. And not only that, then you'd run away with my premise. I'd come up with an idea, and you'd be like, "Hey, fuck you, Glenn! I got a better one."
Well, no, because
and then you say,
Karen,
and we'll come back to it.
Let me explain myself to you. Karen is the first female singer who ever admitted that the guys in the band, she knew all the guys in the band wanted to fuck her. I've never
I'm sure
heard,
she was the very first to ever admit that, ever.
In all
of history.
To me. And most of them will deny, oh, no, we're just
friends. And I couldn't have waited like another 30 seconds while I finished the question.
Well, no, you know me. Come on. My dementia would kick in and I'd forget all about it. I have to say it when it hits the brain cells, because if I let it go, I let it go, and then it's gone forever. And
I didn't say let it go.
Her name is Karen, by the way, and I want to say, why did you do that, Karen? Just because her name is Karen.
And sometimes I wasn't speaking because I was cut off by the internet gods.
I noticed. What the fuck?
And I'm watching all the swirling stuff, and I'm like, okay.
We thought it was StreamYard, but it's not. It's all our internet.
It's
Stop! I didn't even say anything that sounds like that.
It can't be all of our internets, because we're on different things. I'm on Verizon. You're on Optimum. I'm in Maryland. You're in New York.
I might have some buyer's remorse about it, because I signed up for T-Mobile, and I'm not really confident that this is going to work great, but I had to get off of Optimum because they suck, and they've been, what they've been doing. So, but now I'm a little nervous. Like, what happens if I have to keep both until I can get sure that T-Mobile is going to work? You're on Verizon. I wanted to get on Verizon. The fiber part.
Well, see, I don't have you don't have television anyway, and I don't have Verizon Fios. Does not come up to where I am. I've been using a Verizon hotspot since 2010 2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would prefer a cold spot.
I mean, before that, I used to have Comcast internet. And then
because you worked for Comcast or
well,
company that
I started with Comcast, but but then I started working with I was used to their, you know how it is, you get an email address. You know, I had gdfenderson@comcast.net. You know, that was my email address. And then when I started my own radio station, I had to have my own server. So I was on Earthlink, I think it was called. So I had gdfenderson@earthlink.net. And but when we moved to Florida, we had Comcast television and Comcast internet, and the Comcast television sucked. Yeah. You could see there was so much compression going on, and like no matter what it was terrible. It was horrible. I say horrible.
I wanted to get Starlink, but I don't want to give Elon Musk any of my money. He's got enough
fucking dime.
Yeah, but I hear it. Oh, I'm not going to say I hear it pretty good because it's Elon Musk. It can't be any good, right? Yeah. So I'm going to get out and go paint. I'm going to go paint. And here's the thing, if you don't mind,
I'm going to paint also. I'm going to go paint. I was supposed to get my hair done, but my hairdresser called me this morning around 8. And the good thing he did, because he woke me up, I was still asleep at 8:05. He called me at 8:05. I was still sleeping. And
so I have a 90-minute class to teach today, and it's on roses. And I'm not.
You're painting, like physically painting on roses, or roses is the subject?
Roses, watercolors, roses. How to paint watercolor roses, and I have to take up 90 minutes for it now. My problem is I rush through the roses, and that's why it doesn't come out.
Then what you could do to slow it down is do several different colors, and then talk about what those different colors mean in roses. Like if you buy somebody a yellow rose, it means this. If you buy somebody a white rose, it means this. So you can slow it down and talk about the color, not just what you're doing, but what it represents. And then you can talk about the time you send somebody white roses, and it turns out it was the wrong color. I should have sent them yellow roses, but now they think that they're dead or whatever.
What are white roses are for death?
I don't know. I don't remember anymore. I know red was passion. I thought white was sympathy. Yellow was friendship. I think. I don't know, because there's like 4 different colors of roses. At least there used to be. But now
there's pink, there's purple, there's blue roses.
Right. That's it. Now with genetics, you can get blue and purple. And I don't know if there are any traditional meanings.
Yellow roses means you're in Texas, right? Is that right?
I think so. And also sympathy. I think. I don't know. It could be friendship. But red was passion. I thought yellow was maybe friendship. I don't remember.
So the point I'm making is there's nothing better for your imposter syndrome than to go into a class teaching something you are totally not confident about, because you will feel like, and that's for the next hour and a half, or from 12:30 to 2 p.m. today. I'm just going to be the biggest imposter on the planet. And there's nothing. So just accept it. I don't paint roses well. Why did I choose this? Because it's important.
Why did I choose this, Karen?
Why did I choose this, Karen? No, Karen. Because I want to show you my tits and fuck all the guys in the band.
Okay.
All right. No, none of the guys in the band want to fuck me ever. You notice that?
I never knew any of the guys in your band.
I think you did.
I don't think I did.
They've not been on this show. We haven't had the guys in my band on this show.
I don't know the answer to that.
Me neither. All right. It's time to have a nice paint party. It's not a paint party. It's a class. I'm sorry, Ann. I didn't mean to snap like it.
Yeah, why would you snap her? She's wishing you well. If somebody she got the thing, that would be yelling at somebody. If you're,
it's like espresso. I told you, my wife.
Somebody walks up to you and they go, "Happy birthday!" You go like, "Is that my birthday? Next month's my birthday." And then you go like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, And then instead of saying, "Well, thank you," you don't even have to tell them they got the wrong day. Just the fact that they remember that you had a birthday sometime in the future. And they're just wishing
you're right. I'm a dick. There's no question about it. I'm a dick. But it's also a little bit my wife. She spiked my coffee with this espresso.
You can't blame me, because I'm supposed to say my wife left my water bottle empty. You know why? She never fills my water bottle. That's my job, for me to fill my own water bottle.
Oh, no. I'm not blaming the wife. I'm blaming the espresso.
And don't apologize.
I'm blaming espresso for getting me all. It's because I'm generally a sweet guy. I would never like if a guest came on here and called me a libtard, I would not say get off my show. You whatever I call them. I'm glad you got ass raped in prison or whatever I told that guy. I'm not a libtard. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a progressive. I'm a middle of the.
That's right. He's the middle of the. That's right. And so Matt being in the middle of the. Well, look, guys. If you're still seeing me, because it looks like I'm seeing me, and I'm not. And really, thank you for hanging out. And by hanging out, I mean that in the good way, like you wanted to see it hanging out, not in the unconsensual hanging out kind of way. What is the hell? So I'm looking for Matt's exit music, and I don't know where it is. I have to find it. It's probably near the top. There it is. Turn on your radio. So guys, look, thank you for hanging out. And I want you to, as you go through your day, don't forget to walk around nappy.
Fuck Optimum Online. Fuck Optimum Online. I repeat, fuck Optimum Online.
No matter what, don't to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now.